and Joker's recruits.
We are live, Mason.
Okay, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the HPL YouTube channel. I am Hail State. Joining alongside me is Electric and Joker, and I could just tell Electric wants to play some copyrighted CBS theme music, so if he does that, then we can't control it. But that would be very appropriate because we are down in SEC country today. It's the Georgia Bulldogs. It's the Tennessee Vols. One of the most well-documented rivalries, or, well, underdog stories, rather. Not really a rivalry. Georgia last season owned Tennessee as the Owen meme was born. I believe Owen is on campus today. He is enjoying the orange that is everywhere. It almost seems like the bricks themselves are orange. We'll see if Tennessee's got something for the newly ranked #1 Georgia Bulldogs coming off of their huge home win against Miami last week, and Tennessee coming off of a win against Syracuse in Atlanta. So hostile territory for the Georgia Bulldogs, but Joker, what do you think it's going to take for Tennessee to break this streak here tonight?
I mean, it's just going to have to be the quarterback play, right? We know how, if we can stop the trolling. Thank you. It's just going to be tough. As Lewis said, you got to be tough, right?
You got to be tough.
You can't be nice out there. You can't say, hey, here's some space. So Tennessee, obviously, you make McCart throw the football. I feel like there's kind of this thing with a lot of users. You make McCart throw the football, mistakes will happen.
Well, 12th ranked stadium in America is rocking here on the opening snap. Stockton, he throws, gets it out to Frazier. Frazier going to be pulled down behind the line of scrimmage. Going to be a loss of 3. So, Electric, what do you think the keys to success are going to be for Georgia to succeed in this hostile environment here tonight?
I believe that, stadium post is going to matter a lot here today. So, with this ranked team, both going on, I just believe that no turnovers, keeping a clean game for the offense. You're going to see a lot of deep balls from Branch, but other than that, they should be okay.
Yeah, this is where I would definitely watch for one, is the Georgia Bulldogs are stuck in 3rd and 9. Stadium's going to come up rocking here. Jones got a gain of 4, but we'll see what Tennessee can do here. Georgia loves to throw that deep ball. We'll see if they're able to get one off here. Stockton dropping back, looking to throw. He's going to it. Can Branch beat him? Overthrown by Gunner, and that is going to be a punt for the Georgia Bulldogs. So a great start from this volunteer defense.
Yeah, it's just going to be key to see yes, the defense probably going to be there, but what can the offense do, right? Going to have an opportunity to return this kick, and that goes nowhere. But let's see what, I don't know who the quarterback name is.
Joey Aguilar.
Let's see what he can do. I know he's not the same as Nico. Obviously, Nico went to the Big Ten and UCLA, so we'll see what Aguilar can do. Especially, we try and make McCart run a little bit more plays other than running and throwing. Throw some screens, throw some RPOs, but
he'll go to the flat. That's Mike Matthews. He gets a gain of 5. Matthews was a very good receiver for the Volunteers in the early stages of last year's dynasty as well. And here they go back to the run, and that's just blown up, and now Tennessee faces a 3rd and long. Chris Cole in on the stop, the will linebacker.
Yeah, as Jeff Burton would say, talking about NASCAR, you got to show them something different. Obviously tried to show them something different. Georgia was all over it.
And Aguilar down in the backfield. Raylan Wilson in on the sack, and now Tennessee is going to have to punt this football.
Yeah, I think this is going to be a defensive game. I don't think we score more than 21 points.
Well, Zachariah Branch certainly has the speed to make it 7 right here. Can he cut? Breaks a couple tackles, gets down at the 44. So Georgia, despite the very bad first drives, in great position here to still try and take the lead. As we see, they've stacked 3 receivers out to the right, tight end dealt to the left. It is an RPO. Stockton will hand it off to Jones. Jones breaks up the middle, tries to get across the 50, gets marked down at the 50 for a gain of 6. Cash Jones has the first 2 carries of the game. Not sure what's up with Frazier, as he was big last week for them in the win. Looks like they're giving him a little bit of rest to start this game, as they will line up yet again, stacked out to the right. Stockton dropping back. It's a screen pass to Jones again. Jones has a first down and more, pushed out of bounds at the 42.
Yeah, that was a good play. I don't think McCart expected that one, and You know, I mean, obviously on the road, gonna be tough to kick field goals. So, but I think Mason's one of the best at doing that.
And well, Frazier was going to get his first carry of the game, gets a gain of 5. Good blocking there before being pulled down by the Volunteer linebackers. Seems like the crowd's kind of quieted down now. Tennessee needs to get a stop or something to get them back in it. As Stockton once again in shotgun formation, he'll keep it on the option. He's got a first down and more. Gunner tries to slide before getting hit. Luckily, hangs onto the football. Gain of 11 and another Bulldogs first down. So we'll see what they draw up here. Man in motion. Stockton will drop back to throw. He's looking. Delp is wide open over the middle. Bad throw, but he hauls it in anyway. And the Georgia Bulldogs strike first. Oscar Delp picking up right where he left off. And the extra point will sail through the uprights. And Georgia has a 7-0 lead.
Yeah, we talked about, you know, I feel like Georgia and their tight end talent. Brock Bowers, we know about. We love Brock Bowers. In Las Vegas this year. Just a good play. And, I mean, Tennessee's going to have to execute. You're going to have to play kind of perfect against, what is this, the best overall team in the game?
Not the best overall, but certainly one of the most talented rosters in America. These Georgia Bulldogs are a talent machine. So let's see what Aguilar has this time out. Run play going absolutely nowhere. Loss of 3. Chris Cole yet again in the backfield.
And that's the beauty about having a 96 overall defense. You can run man most of the time. And when you can do that, you kind of put a lot of pressure on this defense to get a sack like that.
Raylan Wilson yet again. Another tackle for loss. And now it is 3rd and a mile. Have to get this ball to Chattanooga to get a first down. So Aguilar sits in 5 wide. Georgia doesn't bring pressure, but they still get to the quarterback. The 3rd sack of the game already, and the Volunteer punt team will have to trot out backed up at their own 4. Almost gets blocked.
Wow.
And Branch has a lot of space to make something happen. Zachariah Branch juking in and out, and he's on the other side of the 50 down at the 41. Fiend is going off in Neyland, but the crowd is not into it as it's an end around to Branch. Branch doesn't get outside. That's a great play there by Joshua Josephs. That is a James Pierce replacement, no doubt, and he makes the play there. Now 2nd and 16. I think this is going to be one of your best chances to get the Bulldogs off the field here. As, they were looking to go to Branch. Delp in double coverage. He still gets open and hauls it in for a gain of 8.
Yeah, that's a big grab, just to make it kind of 3rd and, I mean, it's not short, but it's way better than 3rd and long. You're probably going to have to punt that football back.
Let's see what they have here. Yep, the crossing route, it's going to be wide open. Humphreys with some speed gets down to the 22, and that will take us to the end of the first quarter. It has been all Georgia Bulldogs so far. Let's go to Electric. Electric, what's the stadium feel like as the life has been kind of sucked out of the crowd here?
I was about to say, man, it got really dry down here. You don't hear them cheering as much, but they got to keep their composure. It's a long, long game. Still got 3 more quarters. Not 3 more. You only got 2 more quarters left. You got to have time to get better.
Get rid of it.
Yeah, they got to have time to get better, so hope
Tennessee does get ball to start the second half, though, so this game is not over. Stockton. Another screen pass, and just the Georgia offensive line just being an absolute menace. It's a spin move. Jones gets inside the 10, down at the 9, goal to go.
And I think this is what McCard is going to have to do on defense. I assume Georgia's going to score this touchdown here. But McCard's going to have to run some screen plays and some RPOs to kind of show something different to this Georgia defense.
Yeah, Frazier pulled down. Frazier's only got 2 carries so far. They probably game planned around him, and then Georgia's been showing them Cash Jones, and he's been playing well so far. So we'll see Frazier in the backfield yet again here. 2 out wide to the left. It'll be a play action fake. In comes the rush and knocked away, and now 3rd and goal for the Georgia Bulldogs.
Got to get a stop here for Tennessee. You cannot give up a touchdown. You have to force this Georgia offense to take their 3.
Well, McCarr has been quoted saying that this will be a rough season. If he gets in the playoffs, it will be a miracle. This is certainly a test here against a playoff-like football team. Jones in motion in the backfield. Stockton looking. He'll go deep, and it's intercepted by McCoy. McCoy not going to go out of the end zone, and that is the break that Tennessee needed. Jermod McCoy makes the play, and now the Vols are back in it.
And if you're McCart, do you consider even turning chew clock on, right? Try and make this the last possession.
I think you got to get some kind of positive yardage first. Georgia bringing pressure. He's got to have someone down, but he just doesn't. Aguilar yet again hanging on to it a little bit too long, and Meduzzi gets his first sack of the day. So second in an area code yet again. Tennessee has to get something. They hand it off. A little bit of a counter. Thomas will get positive yards, but it won't be much. A gain of 4. 3rd and 20 now.
Yeah, just nothing for this. I believe the rushing is negative 30 at this point, by maybe even more. Just nothing going for this Tennessee offense. Got to give credit to this Georgia defense as well.
Well, this will be a screen pass. Can Thomas pick up a couple blocks? He'll get dragged down from behind, and it will not be enough. And on 4th and 12, Tennessee will have to punt yet again.
And again, that was the most yards they gained, I believe, on this entire game. So, and that was a screenplay. So definitely something McCarr needs to kind of put in his memory bank going forward, especially with. He has to be willing to try something different. Can't just keep trying something and hoping it works.
Yeah, well, he has stopped Georgia before. He knows what it takes now. But Frazier on the screen gets a gain at 8. The offense, though, has got to have some form of life. You know, you got to get better protection. You got to block the running back a little bit. Maybe try something quicker to just break this man coverage that the Bulldogs are throwing at you. Jones, does he get there? Yes, he does. They give him the spot. And if you're Georgia here, I think, honestly, you consider turning on chew clock. You make this the last possession if you're Georgia, because other than the interception, every play it's gone your way so far. It's Humphreys gaining 9. Second and 1 now.
I'm looking one-on-one on the outside. I believe that's number 5. That's who I'm looking at here. If he can get open, I think there's going to be a play there.
Let's see. They motion Jones to the line of scrimmage. Looking. He'll go deep to Delp. Does the safety have a play on the ball? No, he does not. Oscar Delp yet again showing why he's the best tight end in the country. Hauls it in over the shoulder. Beautifully placed ball by Gunnar Stockton. And the Dogs score yet again.
Just a 50-50 ball. And Delp just wanted it a little bit more. And obviously 2 minutes and 9 seconds left, so there will be a 2-minute warning. You need at least 3 here. You need some sort of positive. You need at least get to midfield, right? You at least need to get some forward momentum and start kind of building something for this Tennessee offense.
Well, I mean, you know what? Yeah, I mean, at this point, the offensive coordinator's got to know what's coming, so you've got to adjust here. As you can hear the stadium speakers very loudly, as there's no crowd noise going on right now. Play clock is down to 5. He will have to snap this very quickly to get the snap off. Will he get it off? Yes, he will. Pressure coming, and I think he was trying to hit the running back, but it just didn't work. As you see there, negative 44 yards on the ground for Tennessee. Just nothing going on. It might have been a screen pass there.
That was a screen pass, and I think if he got that pass caught, there was a lot of room to run.
Yeah, let's see.
I believe this is going to be, I'm expecting a man blitz or at least man coverage, so I'm looking one-on-one on that left side.
It certainly is. And the tight end is there, but the throw was bad. Led him back too much towards the line of scrimmage, and the Vols will face another 3rd and long as we go to the 2-minute warning. Whew. It has been swarming.
I don't think Georgia has ran a man or a zone or match coverage play this entire game.
No, they run zone. I think this is a zone look. Goes to the
Oh, that's a pick.
outside, and Robinson makes a play on the ball. And another punt for the Volunteers.
Only 12 seconds went off the clock in that possession.
And Branch has some room to
Oh,
dance,
wait,
and the
what?
tackle made through the blocker there by Boo Carter. So gets a little lucky with the animation there. Georgia. Will they be stopped all day? Frazier has some blocks. Frazier makes a man miss down to the 44. Well, you would certainly hope for everybody involved here wearing orange that Tennessee would get a stop here to keep this game competitive going into half. And Thomas is wide open. Seems like the zone look is just not working so far for Tennessee. They're dropping guys in spaces, and Georgia's able to pick it apart. Jones on the run. Stops short, and he will be short of the first down. And
gotta be expecting a run here, too.
Timeout by the Bulldogs. Negative 30 total yards of offense by Tennessee. That's been the story. The noise reverberating off the checkerboards in Neyland, as the announcer has said. Dropping back.
Wide open. Touchdown,
my goodness. Oscar Delp yet again. Touchdown, Georgia.
Sorry.
4 catches, 128 yards, and 3 touchdowns for the tight end thus far. And we haven't even hit halftime. I'm sure that the Georgia coaching staff certainly is celebrating a lot right now. This is something else.
Yeah, I wouldn't even say. I think this is just good Georgia on both offense and defense. You got to give credit where credit's due. What, 4 or 5 sacks at this point?
Yeah.
I don't think anything, regardless of what the game might show. I think just Georgia's been the better team so far in this first half. I'm looking 1-on-1. This is a
handoff.
He's gonna keep blitzing, so you're gonna have to run some sort of screen plays. Gonna have to run some sort of trickery or something, just to show him something different. He hasn't ran one.
You need some good routes that'll beat the man coverage that is down the field, and I'm not gonna try to coach him or anything, but I'm pretty sure I know what I would do in this situation. And clock stops, and if you're not careful, Georgia has time to go score again. And they're going to run the ball, try to take some time off the clock.
He might just take this to half.
4th and 5. I think he'll try to run this play clock down to where this is the last play.
I don't think we hike this.
I think you don't have a choice.
And if I'm Georgia, I wouldn't have let him just run that to half.
Yeah,
I would have put the pressure on him to make a play, either punt it or go for it.
Well, this is certainly. Oh my goodness, we are onside kicking, and Tennessee was not ready for it. But they do get the stop. Walker Norman, and Tennessee needs to use this as momentum. Georgia gets a little cocky coming out of halftime. Tennessee needs to use this and get some momentum built.
I would have been rolling on the floor if he fumbled and Georgia got the ball.
Would have just been sad.
He probably would have left the game. Right.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have blamed him.
Oh, another screen pass. He tries to get it to the tight end, and he's hit again. Elijah Griffin in on the pressure. Just nobody picked him up. You got to adjust your blocking scheme at some point, and that's something that is new in this game and will be part of the update tomorrow is new blocking stints, new schemes, and Thomas has the speed. He gets some positive yardage fighting for the extra inches in 3rd and 5. For the ball.
What do you think? We'll go to electric after this third down player. Georgia calls timeout. What do you think McCart can do to kind of break out of this kind of heavy blitz defense that Georgia's throwing at him?
I see a lot of things in that offense that he's doing particularly wrong, and it's like it's it's hard to tell somebody.
Oh!
There we go, like right there. That's a good pass, but it's hard to tell somebody what to do when they're not in your shoes. But slants and routes. Using stem. Stem is a part of the game that you can, adjust the route. You can use that. A lot of wide receiver screens can help, fades. Yeah, and you just got to get that ball out quick. It's just like the real NFL. You just have to get that ball out really quick. This what happens when you're able to watch NFL data or watch any college football game, break it down, and you use it into the game.
Another mid blitz coming.
Oh my goodness gracious.
And I think this is just pissing me off, right? If I was playing, I would just get more. I wouldn't even.
I mean, it's just frustrating if you're the Tennessee user, for sure. Very frustrating. As he'll go short to Staley, try to make something happen. The Vols faithful. He's looking forward to basketball season. And so I think he will take his 3 just to get some points on the board. Maybe some momentum.
Remember, you still can miss.
Oh,
this is the block, and just to put the stake on it. If he scores a touchdown, I do not blame you if you leave. He's going to score a touchdown.
Oh, wow.
I wouldn't even let him score a touchdown.
Oh, wow. Touchdown, Georgia. The special teams unit comes through, and it just gets worse and worse for Big Orange.
I was just...
Oh, wow. Well, hats off to McCard for sticking through. This is frustrating. And you just know the trash talk is coming from the Georgia sideline post game. So I mean the ability to stick in it and stay with it is very commendable, but unfortunate series of events to say the least.
Maybe the game just knew their winner. Like, we talk about the game script. Some games knowing their winner before we even load in, and you just gotta wonder. With the speed threat on first.
With the speed threat on first. Another attempt at this.
And he caught it.
At this little screen pass. He gets a first down. That might be the first down of the game so far.
Well, I mean, we've seen Georgia or teams from Atlanta, right, be up 28 before.
Well, 25 is the joke, but yeah. I don't know what that has to do with this. We've seen Auburn blow a 28-3 lead to Mississippi State. So, comebacks happen. We saw Louisville blow a 20-point lead to Mississippi State, but so comebacks do happen.
Oh, I'm getting an invite to F1 in the booth. Nice. Oh, I got another invite. Uh-oh. Desperation.
Pressure. He's got a man wide open. Matthews is going to break free, and the Tennessee Vols have a big play.
Don't call it a comeback, right?
Well, I think at this point you got to be in hurry up if you're Tennessee, because that accelerated clock is going to kill you. So I also got a invite to F1.
I'm expecting another blitz here, so you're going to have to make some plays to get this.
And here it comes. And see, he blocks the tight end there. It was the wrong read, but he had time to get that ball out. Or blocks the running back, rather.
Out of there.
Yeah, Thomas, good pursuit angle by Georgia. They're just taking people's head off, if you will. Shades of Randy Orton in the backfield.
That's crazy.
I mean, look at this. This is literally a RKO.
You gotta wonder, right? Like, you give up 35, right? Then you give up 35 to Miami, and then just kind of... If this Georgia defense could be...
First down to Carter. His first catch of the game.
If this Georgia defense can be a little bit more consistent, obviously we're circling that Georgia-Bama game, right? Those probably going to be the number 1 and 2 teams in the country. What can Georgia do against a high-powered offense like Alabama?
Yeah, and it'll be interesting to see as we drop back Aguilar. Oh my goodness, Thomas has some room, hangs onto the football after a gain of 9. Impressive play there to haul that ball in, as if that was about half a second later, it'd be a 35-point ball game right now. Here comes the blitz, handoff to Thomas, fighting for the inches. He gets over the marker.
Got to be in tempo here. He's truly, if you want to have even a chance, got to score a touchdown before the end of this third quarter.
Aguilar dropping back.
Just
not much going. 7 sacks on the day. I think this is going to be very telling for what you're going to have to do against the Georgias, the Ohio States, of the world, if you will. You're going to have to find a blocking scheme that works for you, because the blitzes are coming.
Another blitz coming.
And we throw into double coverage, and we will come away again with 0 points. Ja'Cory Thomas picks it off for the Dogs. Jones doesn't break free, gets a gain of 1. And I mean, if you're Georgia, I think it's time to set the starters down,
Yeah, no, I mean, you're up 28, the third quarter's ended. You don't want to risk an injury, right?
Everybody hold your fours up.
Some people have gotten hurt before, season-ending injuries. You definitely take the time out. Take Gunnar Stockton out. Take Cash Jones out. Take Zachariah Branch out. And
yeah, you got to see what you're working with here.
See what your rookies, see what your younger talent can do.
Your freshmen. As we are going to see Farginator, Mr. Plagussi, come into the game.
And I just wish I had this talent to have an 81, my fourth halfback be an 81 overall freshman. Look at that. 86 overall tight end just sitting on the bench. Just give me right? We talk about NASCAR and the talent, right?
Well, the 86 overall is not even going to see the field right now. Delp's still in the game.
He's probably going to throw it to Delp right here.
He will throw it to Delp, and he will hang on.
Just start predicting what he's going to do.
So, do we see the first ever tight end for a Heisman? Because it certainly seems like Delp's name has been in the news the past couple weeks for really good performances, as Jones is blown up there by the defensive tackle.
And, for someone that plays Tennessee a few weeks, you got to wonder if this is kind of the formula. Obviously, USC isn't Georgia, but...
Well, 3rd and 9, we'll see if Tennessee can get a stop here.
Got to be expecting a blitz here. Delp should be open.
Delp, I think, might have a play on this ball. Knocked away. And out comes the punt team. And there's an injury to a Georgia offensive lineman. Luckily for Georgia, I don't think it's nothing major.
Now, if you're Tennessee, you at least want to get a touchdown.
Bruised ribs.
You don't want to make this look like you just got shut out at home. Because, Tennessee's still 2-1. These games will matter.
Yeah, I do think there were some recruits in here. Oh, my goodness, sack number 8.
And if anyone wins with... and you have to take 8 sacks, then, I mean...
Well, I don't think Georgia's taking their foot off the gas anytime. They're sending another one here.
Blitz, and it's caught, but it's
dropped. And another 3rd and a mile.
And I think that's, the dilemma with college football. The first few seasons, it's kind of more...
1-on-1, and it's placed perfectly on the shoulder of the cornerback. Everett picks it off.
Yeah, as I was saying before that interception, I think the first few seasons kind of are what the game already gives you. I feel like once you get into week or seasons 3 and 4 when you actually have to bring your own talent in. I think that's kind of where the best football is played. Obviously, at that point, it's kind of more just who has the fastest receivers and cornerbacks, but I think it's way better than, it kind of makes it tough for other teams, especially like a Kansas State, Mississippi State, a Kansas, just to kind of improve when you have to play these teams, and one of these teams will more than likely win the championship.
Yeah, and we talked about it last year. Georgia started off competing for championships, this and that, and then by the end of the dynasty, they were missing the playoffs. So we'll see if Mason adapts his strategies this season and doesn't get logged out of EA, for one, and two, we'll see how hard he hits the living rooms, because as our good buddy Big Slime says, got to be in the living rooms, as Georgia will trot the field goal team out there. I don't know if he'll kick it before the 2-minute warning. And, props to Georgia for not running the score up. I do think that even though this is obviously a blowout, it could have been a lot worse. So they have lifted their feet off the gas pedal, if you will, as this one will sail through the uprights and make it 31-0. And it probably feels like 100-0 for the people in the orange and white. Checkerboarded out, Neyland Stadium. They put up a big hoorah about checkerboarding everybody else's stadium. So this is a huge tradition for Tennessee, and yet again, coming up short against the Bulldogs is going to be frustrating. A long car ride home. And Aguilar dropping back to throw. He's just taking shots at this point. See if something can stick, and Matthews almost hangs on. And that left tackle for Georgia has a dislocated shoulder.
Another almost sack there.
It's Raylan Wilson again. And he will certainly tell his grandchildren about this day.
And we're talking about, and DJ and Neo are talking about nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday and the jeweled shalom.
The jeweled shalom, yeah, if you will.
We'll see that in a few weeks, USC and Notre Dame.
As they will go for it. Aguilar going to the tight end. Can't hang on. And we'll see what the play call is here. Obviously, I think that both teams will be content to just get out of here. Georgia suffered a couple injuries to the offensive line. And Tennessee suffered some injuries to their mental and physical well-being. Oh my goodness, a timeout's been called by Tennessee.
Okay, well, I'm airing it out. I'm throwing a touchdown.
We know what that means. We know it is time. This is air it out. That was his mistake, and that was the mistake.
You can't get fooled again.
Well, we know Tennessee's coach is a certified crash out. We'll see if we get something in the post-game interview. Puglisi's going to get put on his hiney, if you will. And now on 3rd and 19, Georgia's still running out an offense here.
Tennessee wants this ball back, and, I don't blame them. I'm looking at Delp here. I think you just throw it to Delp regardless of the result, and he doesn't do that.
And Puglisi, a little inaccurate, a little too tall there. And we'll see what the best kicker in the nation, self-proclaimed, has here. Wind is at his back here. It's a 53-yard field goal, and it will sail wide left.
Just no clutch gene.
Well, Tennessee, if you wanted chance, here it is. They wanted this football back. Sportsmanship be damned, if you will. And I think that's just what you're gonna expect. You have angered the Georgia fan base, well, the Georgia coaching staff rather. So they're not gonna lift their foot off the gas now. Blitzing again.
There's just nothing going.
Yeah, I think a receiver with the ability to break the press would be clutch for Tennessee right now. I don't know if they have one on the roster, though. But that will certainly have to be a drill. That would be Rand Matthews, one-on-one, knocked away.
Oh, might as well go for it now.
Yeah, you've made your bed. Now you got to sleep in
It's
it.
coming. It's probably a mid-blitz 0, if I have to guess. Right? Might as well press triangle. Yep, here we go.
Here we go.
Mid-blitz
Pressing.
0.
Let's see what they got. 4th and 18.
Blitz coming.
Throw
Here, no
off his
worries.
back foot. He had the
And
press beat, but he couldn't get the feet set. And now we are still lining up in offense. Frazier blown up. Does Tennessee call timeout, or will that be the last?
Why? Why?
Hail Mary. Hail Mary formation.
Just throw it to Delp. Just throw it to Delp.
Yeah.
Just throw it to Delp. I want to see what happens. Okay.
He will throw it to Delp. This is double coverage. I thought that he came down with that ball.
What? Oh,
well, if Delp for some reason ever decides to swap away from tight end, I'm sure that the linebacker position would be a good one, because holy cow, what a tackle.
Another mid blitz, press it up.
Would you be surprised if we saw a safety here? Do we dare?
Blitz coming. Blitz is picked up.
Uh-oh.
Oh, dropped. I'm closing out.
And that kid will have a very rough time at film session on Monday.
Might as well. This is the blitz again. Oh, and we run it. And the...
Got some space. Got to run. Hurry up. Time is running out.
This is probably a pinch blitz 0.
Joker just calling out the plays that the defense is running.
I just want this game over with.
This will be the final snap. No, it will not. 3 seconds remain on the clock.
Run, press triangle.
And the Tennessee coach is yelling at the Georgia sideline. The Georgia sideline is making some kind of hand gesture. We don't know what's going on. Jump ball. Matthews catches it, and they are fighting on the field. It is a all-out brawl in Knoxville. Tennessee not very happy. Georgia comes in, shuts out the Vols, and will probably remain the #1 team in the country. Oscar Delp gets player of the game, 5 catches, 139, 3 touchdowns for that young man. And we can start the interviews, which I'm sure will be very spirited, starting with head coach Kirby Smart and the Georgia Bulldogs. Got it done here today in Knoxville. The approach just seemed to be Buddy Ryan style, cover 0 every play, and to your credit, it worked. How do you feel like you're going to have to adjust on that throughout the season as you play some of these other guys in the SEC? I mean, I think that just the highlighting of the players that have good performances doesn't necessarily take away from the user, but it does seem like
it does.
Particularly some guys, especially the Georgias, the Bamas, the Ohio States, the Clemsons, just get this reputation that they get bailed out and don't get the credit they deserve. But Joker, you got a question for Coach Mason?
I mean, what are we gonna have to do to, beat that Alabama Crimson Tide or Alabama, that Alabama team?
Yeah, I appreciate that last guy throwing his name out there. The rest of us up here, but it's gonna be tough.
I'm the #3 team in the country.
Hopefully it'll be good. Yeah, I think you got a good team, and he has good team as well. Yeah, we'll see.
All right, Electric, are you still here?
Yeah. I've been here the
Alright.
whole time.
What do you got from Soaps?
Yeah, Miss Soaps, you got your next game is next Bama. How you feel about that team? You know, you played a really good game here today, 31-0. I award the user because nobody else will apparently. You did what the other user just couldn't beat, so great job. But how you feel about playing against Bama? You know, for sure they're gonna have like a bunch of counters to against that mid blitz. So what's the other stuff you're gonna run for that team? Miss Hopes?
Loud and proud, like my gay cousin.
What are you going to have to do to beat Bama, is what he said.
You know, maybe the same thing we did here. Try to do our best and blitz the absolute, you know what,
Blitz, Bama, blitz, right? All right, well. Okay. Yeah. Last question before you can go back and celebrate with your team. Have you talked to Owen? How's he doing? And you know, will he be making a visit to Athens anytime soon? Yeah. All right. Well, I'm sure we're going to have a great interview now with the losing head coach, McCard. McCard, shutout at home. All-time record moves to 0-7 against the Dogs, I think. Frustrating. What went wrong, and do you think that this is a tale for the season, or do you think you can get these guys bounced back and turned around?
Fuck no, that's tale for the season. We can't block for fucking shit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That was fucking miserable. I had more success shoving my dick in a pencil sharpener than sharpening it than doing that shit. That was miserable.
No, we're not done. We're not done. No. We're not done. I have another question. Did you ever think while we're watching Aguilar get put on his ass over and over again, what was the message to the O-line coach and your offensive lineman? Did you ever think about throwing some new blocking schemes out there, trying a little something different, or was you just letting them have it?
He was rushing fucking 7. What else can I fucking do? We can't block. We can't run. Hell, what else I want to say, I'm not going to say because it's pretty explicative, so we're just going to keep it at that. That was miserable.
Yeah, I mean, right? Like, no doubt about it. Not even close, right? Yeah.
I mean, what am I supposed to do in that? I run screens. Cool.
Right,
can't do nothing. Can't run. Can't throw. Can't block. I mean, what else am I supposed to do?
You know what? I'm going to say the wise words of Big Slime. Get in the living rooms. Do the dances. Eat mama's cooking. You just got to.
That sounded so wrong. Hell no, mama wasn't cooking shit tonight, Joker.
Yeah, okay, I'm going to open up the floor to questions.
There's just nothing I need to say anymore.
Okay.
Oh, no.
I'm not taking questions from a dude who put his name in CFB God and didn't make the title game once, so he can keep on going.
Wow.
I heard his slave.
Wow, we are going scorched earth here in Knoxville. Is it time for basketball season?
It's time for a beer. That's what it's time for. Beer and a good Winston. That's what it's time for.
Okay. Well, 0-7 now. 31-0. Georgia
It'll
takes
be 0-8
win.
next year, by God.
Okay. That'll wrap it up. Joker has left the booth. He's scared that this is getting demonetized for some reason.
We've said worse.
Electric was absolutely humbled for some reason by McCard, so he's shutting up.
I don't know who
I'm
the
Hail
fuck
State.
you talking to, so...
Oh,
you, buddy.
I'm Hail.
I don't know who the fuck you talking to. You fucking ass.
Here we go. Tennessee did beat Kansas State in the playoffs last season.
Avery Johnson,
fact.
fucking merchant.
Tennessee
We're in the stream.
I can play
did the
without
stream
Avery. We can
cut
play
off?
without him.
Did
So.
the stream
cool,
cut
buddy.
off?